Hey everyone, I'm Wanda.
James.
And we're in Becoming One, and we're going to talk to you about our Tanzania mission trip. I couldn't get it out.
Tanzania. So first of all, we want to thank all of our sponsors, supporters, donors that helped us get to Tanzania to be able to do some of the things that we did while we were there, as well as to minister to the children and staff members while we were there. So it was a team of 5. It was myself, Wanda, Lilia, Reggie, and Tom. And we got a chance to minister to over 100,000 kids. Plus 20 missionaries. As well as do a couple projects.
Actually, not just a couple of projects. It was about 8 projects.
8.
We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to do like deeper dive videos later on down the road, but we wanted to make sure that we give like just a recap of what we did in everything in the beginning. So our very first one that we did, it was our big, I would consider it our big project. And actually, before we jump into those projects, actually, we should probably talk about the fundraising. So there was a couple of different fundraisings that happened. So we did fundraising with barbecue plates. Right. That was to help us get to Tanzania.
Coming soon.
Mm-hmm. And then we also did a pick a number fundraiser that helped us get to Tanzania. So me, myself, and James, and Lilia. And then we did a project
fundraiser.
Mm-hmm. That project fundraiser was kind of like a raffle.
Yep.
Is that what you would call it? Like a drawing?
So
like
it was a drawing where we were able to, do a Yeti cooler. Thanks, Bridge Church, for donating that to us.
Yep.
Second one was a basket that had
a ton of stuff in it.
A lot of things in it. So one of the certificates were to get your lashes done by Simone Artistry.
And if you haven't gotten it done, I don't know if you have or not, but if you haven't gotten it done, totally get in there.
Yes.
Her schedule is starting to fill up.
And another gift certificate were some
cookies.
Holiday cookies.
Mm-hmm. Cookies.
Yes.
With the Baking Barn, Texas.
Baking Barn.
And then
if you got those, you better get them for the holidays.
That was 2 different gift certificates for that.
Yep.
And then
another one was me cooking 2 racks of ribs for you. So it has seasoning on it, no barbecue sauce.
It's dry rub. That's what we do. Rub. And then 3 books were in there by Moa. Yep. And 5
cologne perfume oils.
We call them smell goods, and they smelled good.
And you will smell good.
And then
and the last one was a quilt.
Yes, a quilt,
handmade quilt
by Hats by Pat.
But during the fundraiser, I think we raised about over $1,500.
Yep, it was $1,500, and we were capable of going to Tanzania with that and getting those projects started and everything. We'll talk a little bit more about those projects in just a second. And then while we were there, we had 2 more sponsors. One was for $500. Yay! And the other was for $800.
So we wound up with $2,800 for projects.
Yes.
In Africa.
That goes a long way.
Your money was used this time.
Sorry, our dogs are trying to play. Anyway, so we're going to talk about the project. So let's dive in. Our very first project that we started on, which was what we consider is our big project. You know, you never yawn until we get on this camera.
So one of the first projects we done was a paint renovation project, which consisted of painting 2 classrooms, an office, the outside building of the classroom office area, to give the school some curb appeal. So as you're driving up, you will see, the complete change of how everything looked.
We'll go a lot more in depth and the impacts of all of that in the upcoming videos. The second project we did was providing assistance, like medical assistance. Well, we didn't provide it. We provided the funds for a young girl to get medical assistance for her eyes. A school had asked for not, didn't ask for help with their school. Right. They asked for this little girl to get medical attention. So we were capable of getting her a couple of doctor's visits or eye doctor's visits or whatever you want to call it, and specialist visits.
Right.
That's leading her to understand that she's not having just a regular vision issue, that she actually may have a retina vision issue or retina issue, a problem with the retina itself, and that will cause, and it may lead to she may need to get a surgery to in a short amount of time to be able to fix it before she gets over a particular age or time frame for her eyes.
And the third thing
that will happen in January.
Yes.
So she is scheduled to see that last specialist to determine surgery or not.
And the third thing will be a medical attention for a young boy that has a club foot.
And what that is,
that will require surgery?
Yeah, that is going to require surgery. And what that is he was born with a situation where his foot or ankle didn't develop correctly, and the tendons are too short in a portion of the foot, and it's making the foot turn and like swell up and get infected and all kinds of things because he can't walk correctly on it. So, like I said before, there was a sponsor that popped up out of nowhere to provide funds for him to get that surgery. So that will be scheduled in January. Like, this is some pretty cool stuff. So super excited about that.
So the fourth item was to get full uniforms for about 3 students.
Mm-hmm. Full uniforms basically looks like they're not polo, what collared shirt. They have a sweater that they have to wear. They have uniform pants or a dress, or skirt, socks, and shoes. Every one of those things is provided to them in everything. Yep. So the fifth one is we provided about 32 or 33 textbooks and workbooks or whatever you want to call it for poor and homeless students. So about 32 or 33 students. So that's pretty cool too, especially since we are already dealing with a lot of poor. So this is poorer than poor. Like, this is homeless and they don't have anything. And so to be able to provide for them, to my understanding that, they had already been provided for with food before we even got there, and some extra assistance. So this was something that we could help them with. And this all came from one the 32, 33 students all came from one school. So they're literally just trying to make an impact in their community. So that's pretty cool. Number 6 would be
a huge part for a school So we provided a huge pot for school.
Like huge, like
to cook for about 500 students. Yeah. Number 7, we were able to give maintenance for the Dream Now Tanzania vehicles to assist with their maintenance of their, I think they had like 5 or 6 vehicles.
they need it, right? That's probably one of their biggest expenses in a year. And for reasons so. I mean, they're going all over Arusha, and the roads there are redonkulous.
It's going a little. Oh, I wanted to see that.
Got a little crazy in here.
Oh man, this is getting.
They're rough.
Redonkulous.
Number
8. So they're needing the extra assistance with their vehicles and maintenance. So that was pretty cool. And then number 8 was we had the opportunity to participate in giving their staff, like their missionary staff, a little staff appreciation to the Dream Now Tanzania ministry. Just a little extra, little piece of encouragement there. So those are 8 different projects that our hands got to participate in. That's not including all of the ministering that we did while we were there. So we were busy. So what did that mission trip, how did it impact us? Let's go over 3 particular ways that it impacted us. So the first way is that for me, it was a reminder that God is responsible for the results of the impact or the inspiration or the calling that God is having you do, having me do, having anyone do, that we're not the ones who are responsible for that impact. Like, we're just responsible for the action. That's it. And when we do that, then we're giving it over and we're entrusting God to do what he wants to do, however he wants to do it. And so I think that was the biggest impact for me in the season that we're in. It was a great reminder for that. So how about you, James?
And for me, the impact was every time they look at our work that they did, they can see that it will remind them that they are loved and that they had others outside of their country to come in and do work, as well as to just show the students and the parents that they too can jump in to be able to assist in their community with just some of the small things that were done.
Another thought would be that our small token of kindness started a chain of conversations between students and teachers and missionaries and parents of, if these people thought about us and they're foreigners, they're visitors, then how can we also contribute to our community? How can we beautify our community? How can we serve our own community in new and creative ways? And I think that was a beautiful thought, because the Tanzanian people are very creative people anyways. They may, it may be a poor country, but in a roundabout way, but they are very rich in ideas and thoughts and creativity. And I think if we continue on in a season or with a season of inspiration and just giving them skills and so that they can create the impact in their own community, I think if we did that for any community that led to that kind of impact and inspiration, I think it would go a lot farther than just people just giving something to someone. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, I can, you know how they say you can give a fish to someone and it'll feed them for a day, but if you teach them how to fish,
Feeding for a lifetime.
it'll feed them for a lifetime. And that's basically what I'm saying. That one thing, we can provide one thing, it creates that inspiration for them to be able to create for their own communities. And that will give them more pride about who they are and what they're doing and what God is doing in their lives. And so that is us in a nutshell of going to Tanzania on our mission trip. We can't be more than grateful for you all just encouraging us, praying for us, keeping us on our toes. We're going to share this video first with those who were our sponsors and our fundraising people. Like, you guys were the ones who helped us get there and provided for us, our prayer partners, all of that good stuff. You will see this video first, and then after a couple of days, we will roll it out to the public. But we want to personally thank you so very much for being our support and our encouragement and our safe haven in prayers and being our prayer partners. We can't thank you guys enough for what you have done in the season that we're in right now. It was just for your provision. It was answers to prayers and teaching us how to trust God. And we can't be more than grateful. So, you have anything else, James?
Nope.
We love you guys. Stay tuned for all of the cool videos that are to come. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Ciao.
Ciao.